Oh goodness, is this thing on? Hi everyone, it's me, Kelsey. I'm just ringing the bus because I was ringing the bell removing because the Glare is gonna get the crap out of me. And probably you. Now, I know I haven't made a video in a while. I'm sure some of you probably could care less, but the reason why, by the way, my hair's up. Anyway, the reason why I'm making this video is because it has to do with, well, a thing I'm writing, actually. The thing I'm writing is, well, I'm writing two things that are horrific, but only one of them is actually inspired by a true building, by a true location, anyway. The location is here in my home state and kind of in my hometown, not really anymore because it was bought by the neighboring town, but still. Anyway, the building started being torn down um, over the past couple of years. I'm not sure of the exact year it started. I think maybe 2012 or 2011. The building started to be torn down. There were over 500 buildings, just so you know. What I'm talking about is the old Norwich State Hospital. And I know it might seem weird, and a lot of paranormal theorists or whatever can just probably argue in the comments. First off, I have never ever in my life stepped foot onto the property nor into any of the buildings. So I don't know why, but you know how sometimes you're drawn to a location? Like, typically it's more common for those who are going away to college or are planning on buying a house. You end up drawn to a certain location, but you can't pinpoint why. Let's just say I've been drawn to the buildings of Norwich State Hospital forever, really, in all honesty. The pull just got stronger as time went on and the building started to be torn down, which I find very odd. Um, this isn't scripted anyway, so I'm literally stuttering. Basically, what is terrifying is I've never stepped foot in any of the buildings, but the buildings themselves have haunted me for a long time. Long time. I honestly dismissed it as, just curiosity when I was younger. Because, one, those buildings had been there forever, but it was closed down before I was born. So, yeah, it was closed down. And then you have the fact that ghost hunters went there. Obviously, hearing rumors growing up, it's haunted, and you get this feeling it's haunted. You feel, I don't know, not like a sadness. Well, you feel a sadness, but you feel like it's crazy. Anyway, I'm getting comfortable. Anyway, relating to the buildings in general, it's just amazing, and I fell in love with the architectural style personally. Um, that's kind of what at first I thought drew me in. It wasn't the architecture. It was something else. I don't even know what it is to this day. But as I said, I am writing this fanfic, a Hitalia fanfic. You can find it on FF. Anyway, it's called Haunted Melody. And to be frank, the only reason I'm writing it mainly is to just try and exercise this demon of the hospital haunting me. Like, I want to be able to stay sane, and I find every time, like, I don't know, what really started me writing the fic was the fact that I had a dream centered around one of the buildings. It's one of the ones you can see off of Route 12 very easily, very very easily. And it was like it was brand new. It was whole. It was like the silver little thing was. It was. It was whole, not collapsed in on itself, not any of that. No broken windows, nothing. Like it was brand new, but there were ambulances, and the pavement was done nicely, and it was weird ass dream, but I don't remember much of the details except about the building being whole, and that freaked me out, like completely. And this happened, I want to say maybe a year ago or so. So I know this is late on me reporting it. Like, why am I saying anything about it now? Well, obviously, more the feeling of wanting to go onto the grounds to go in to any of the buildings has only increased. And I find it funny. I didn't have that dream until they started tearing down the hospital. At first, obviously, when I realized I was drawn to the location, at first I thought it was just because of one building, the old chapel. I thought that was the case, but once that got torn down, obviously, I thought it would stop. It didn't. It only got stronger. And that is kind of what inspired me to write Haunted Melody, which in the fanfic, the group of nations go to North State Hospital to investigate. They got all this like legal permission stuff because Alfred, or America, is the personification of the United States of America. And I hate to say it, but I only did like a group of 12, I think, only because I can't handle any more than 12 characters, because I kind of have this huge multiple chapter fic known as Gamer Logic. But that's a story for another video. But what's really interesting to me is the more I wrote, not that the attachment, I don't know, whatever, to the buildings decreased. It probably stayed the same, but I felt like weight being lifted off of my chest, you know? And I don't know, I feel more at peace. Like there was some, I don't know, like when I write sometimes, it feels like I'm not writing. It feels like I am listening to what something is saying and just writing down exactly as they tell me. But that wasn't the case really so much with Haunted Melody. I started writing it to exorcise the demon of North State Hospital. And so far as the story progresses, it hasn't, the desire to explore the buildings has decreased slightly, but obviously it's still natural curiosity. And it's still freaking me out, just not as badly. And I'm still drawn to it, just it's not as powerful as a whole. So the thing with Haunted Melody, why it's called Haunted Melody, part of it is because the fact that the hospital itself has haunted me my whole life, and I've never stepped foot into that hospital. Okay? And yeah, but I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Yeah, and the hospital I have finished writing about. Well, not writing about, but I have finished exercising it almost. The desire's there, but it's not there. And another part of the reason why it's called Haunted Melody, music plays a key role in my life. And so I wanted to include that into the story, just because I wanted to. And next video, I will be talking about gamer logic. And more in depth on, and then the video after this, more in depth on, I don't know. Bye!